Hey guys, in Paris today, I've got a few quick tips for you. Now, if you're looking for what to see in Paris or 10 things to do in 2 days, this is not that video. These are just quick tips I've learned that might be helpful for you when you're visiting Paris that you're not likely to find on anywhere else.
Let me just start with the obvious. Paris is a beautiful city, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And it's also a place where there's good weather. It's not too hot in the summer. It's not too cold in the wintertime. You can literally book a ticket here and come in February and March. And while it's not warm, you'll need a jacket. It's not nearly as cold as other places in Europe. But you also need to be aware that it is rainy in Paris. On any given day, there's usually a 50% chance that it could rain. Not usually a downpour, usually it's a drizzle, but it does get cloudy and rain here frequently. And so just plan ahead. If you're only here for a few days, keep your evenings open so you can walk around the Eiffel Tower, walk around the Arc de Triomphe. This city is beautiful in the late afternoon and early evening. On a recent visit, the Arc de Triomphe was wrapped as part of a tribute to the artist Christo. I captured some great pictures just as the storm was rolling in.
Here's a quick tip for you if you are in a big city like Paris or many other cities. Walk the streets, don't take the subway. Keep the subway for nighttime when you're going back to your hotel. My gosh, look at the architecture. It's just fantastic. You miss out on a lot when you go underground. Yeah, it's gonna take me 20 minutes longer to get to where I'm going, but you know what? Just the experience of walking through these cities is half the fun. So don't take the subway next time. Walk the streets.
I will say the metro system in Paris is phenomenal, and you're going to absolutely use it to go from one end of the city to the other. It's efficient, it gets you places. That's part of the problem, is it works so well and there's nothing unique about it. You may as well be in any other city, from DC to New York, whereas if you're up walking the streets, you at least get to admire the beautiful architecture every now and then. So don't always take the metro everywhere you go. Paris is renowned for its shopping. It has some of the most beautiful places in the world to shop. This is the Galerie Lafayette, and the building itself is just beyond description. Most of these places are filled with high-end retailers, the Louis Vuittons and the Pradas and the Chanels of the world. You're not likely to get a discount. However, if you are looking for a good deal in Paris, there is one place you can go, and that is to the fragrance counter. Paris is the epicenter of the fragrance industry. Colognes, perfumes, virtually all of the big brands that you hear, that you find in the United States, they are headquartered in Paris. And you do find some good deals. You're not going to save 50% off, but I found some high-end cologne that I liked. It was about 20 or 30% discounted from what I would find it in the United States. So if you're looking for a deal, look for a fragrance.
Americans will often say, oh, the French, they're so rude. I don't think that's the case at all. I've had nothing but good, friendly experiences in France, and I've been here many times. You know, it helps if you know a little bit of French. Merci, bonjour, or parlez-vous anglais, which is, you speak English, but just a little bit of French goes a long ways. The ones who have more trouble with customer service and who might be a little bit rude on occasion are the Dutch. It's just my experiences, but the French, they're actually really good at customer service.
Now, I said at the beginning that I wasn't going to make this a video about recommendations of where to go. There's a lot of videos out there that'll show you the top 50 spots in Paris. But I do have a couple of recommendations that might be off the beaten path. This one is called the Place Diana, which is known for a couple of reasons. First of all, this is a place where there is a replica of the flame that's on the top of the Statue of Liberty. But perhaps this is better known as the place where there's a tribute to the late Princess Diana, Right below this spot is the tunnel on which she was killed in a car accident back in August of 1997. That was kind of the big event of the 90s. That was almost like the 9/11 before 9/11, where everybody remembers what they were doing when they first heard that Princess Diana was killed in a car accident. And now it's a place of tribute. Sometimes there's flowers here. There's a little memorial for her. So it's kind of an interesting place to see. Only about a 10-minute walk from the Eiffel Tower as well.
Another recommendation is to get out of Paris. There are some fantastic little road trips you can go on that might take half a day. Most of them up in Normandy. You can go to Mont Saint-Michel. You can see the Normandy beaches where the Allies invaded on D-Day. There's a military cemetery there that's wonderful. I'm here at Entretat, which is a town north of Le Havre, about 2.5 hours directly north of Paris, known for the famous sea cliffs. Beautiful place, kind of a touristy spot as well, where you can shop and buy some gifts or eat at a restaurant nearby, but lots of cool things to see just outside of Paris.
And you really don't need to go 2 hours outside of Paris to see some really cool stuff. You've got Versailles, which is literally just in the suburbs that you can go see. That's a quick day trip. And you have the Monet Gardens in Giverny, which are also not too far away. But it is worthwhile. It's easy to rent a car and to get outside of Paris to see some really amazing things. There's a lot of different options. Okay, it's time that we talk about the food in Paris. France in general, I think, is my top country in the world for everything culinary. If you're looking to eat some delicious food, France is tops. Followed closely by Italy and a few other places, but you're not going to beat France. And in Paris, you've got to get out and try new and different restaurants while you are here. In fact, you should never go to fast food when you're in France. It should literally be a crime to go to the same restaurant twice in a row while you are in Paris. The food here is amazing. And don't think you need to try some authentic French cafe. You can literally go anywhere. This Italian food that I'm showing you, this lasagna, was just amazing. It was a lasagna specialty restaurant, and this may have been the best lasagna I have ever had. Sorry, Mom. It's almost like it's the French superpower to take ordinary food from virtually any cuisine and make it even better. Whether it's Italian food, whether it's even American food. In fact, that's a dirty little secret, is the French are amazing at doing hamburgers. There are some amazing hamburger places all over France, and you don't have to look far for it. And I'll tell you what, it pains me to say it as a patriotic American, but they have mastered the art. The hamburger is an amazing creation, and they have perfected it. Make no mistake about it. One last little tip with regards to the food and cuisine is about French pastries. Listen, French are known for their pastries, and they're amazing. But us Americans, we're so used to seeing croissants and chocolate croissants that's the first thing we go and reach for. And the croissants and chocolate croissants are amazing in France, but go further back. Try something new. I mean, this peach croissant was mind-blowing and delicious. Branch out. Do something beside a normal croissant. You will not regret it. Come stop your crying. It's gonna be alright. You want to know where to get the best pictures of Paris? It's this place, the Sacre Basilica, which is on the tallest hill in the entire city. You absolutely want to go here. You can go up to the top observatory and look out over the entire city. I absolutely recommend it. Yes, you can go to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and that's beautiful, but then the Eiffel Tower won't be in your pictures. You want to go to this place. I was once at the top of the Sacre on a January day as a storm was rolling in late afternoon, and I captured some of my favorite pictures that I've taken anywhere. I would tell you that even if you're only in Paris for a couple of days, the Sacre is a can't miss. In conclusion, I'll just say there is not a right or wrong way to do Paris. There is so much to see here, you could spend literally weeks on end and not see it all. Do check out a lot of the online resources. There are a ton of YouTube videos that you can do some research and plan your trip out to get the best experience.